All right, let's take a look at the final part of Find Your Everest, lines 53 through 68. Our close reader gives us 3 bullets of things that they want us to focus on. Let's just talk about the first bullet right now. It asks us to, in the margin, restate the claim that Paul Romero makes in lines 53 through 57. I'm just going to read those lines right now, and then we'll talk about what a claim is and how you can restate it in the margins. Then we will move on to the last 2 bullets. Okay, so it says, Paul Romero claims that he is fully aware of the risks. There is a fine line between encouraging Jordan and pushing him too far, he says. He talked about the point where Jordan might have reached his maximum mentally, physically, and where the risk has become too high. He said, Jordan has just not even come close to that point yet. Okay, so that is the chunk that we are going to find Paul Romero's claim. So remember, a claim is something that you could agree or disagree with. It's a statement that he is trying to make in argument of something. So all it wants you to do is, in your own words, restate his claim over here. So he's basically saying in this first line that he knows what the risks are. And then in the next couple lines, he goes on to talk about how he is aware of Jordan's limits, and he doesn't feel that Jordan has come close to reaching those limits yet. So that's what he's talking about here, and that's what you need to restate in your own words in the margins. So I would pause the video and do that now. Okay, the last 2 bullets. In the remaining text, it asks us to circle the main idea in lines 58 through 65. So in that chunk of text, what is the main takeaway? What does the author want us to walk away knowing or understanding? And then it asks us to underline details that support that main idea. Okay, and what about Jordan now that he has accomplished his goal of climbing the 7 summits before his 16th birthday? Unsurprisingly, he has a new mission. He calls it Find Your Everest. In 2012, Team Jordan set out to encourage young people to be active and healthy and to pursue their own adventures. In the process, he is inviting young people to join him in climbing the highest peak in each state. They range from Denali or Mount McKinley at 20,320 feet to Florida's greatest height, 45 foot high, Britton Hill. I feel good about what my parents have taught me about setting goals, Jordan says, and now he wants to spread that message to others. I wonder what the highest peak in New York is. I should probably know that. I'm guessing it's somewhere in the Adirondacks, or maybe it has something to do with, I don't know. Okay, but I would look that up because that would be interesting. Okay, down here, it asks us to reread this chunk up here that we just took a look at, and to make a note in the margin about how people might react to Jordan's new mission, considering the response to his earlier climbs. So think about the fact that that one mountaineer was saying he was just doing it for attention. Think about how some of the doctors thought maybe it was too dangerous for kids that age to do things like this. And in the margins, make note of how you think people would react to this new mission where he's trying to encourage students to go out and climb the highest peaks in their states. Pause the video and do that now. All right, last but not least, we have the short response to look at. As usual, it tells us to cite text evidence twice, here and here, so that's very important. It wants actual quotes from the story or from the essay that support what your answer is. Okay, it says the article opens with the question, can parents go too far in supporting their children's dreams? Review your reading notes and answer the question as it relates to the Romeros, evaluating the strength of the claims offered. Be sure to cite text evidence in your response. So do you think that the Romeros have gone too far in supporting Jordan's goals. So it's asking you to think about the claims that we made note of, the claims about it being dangerous and the claims that counter that, and evaluate them. That means judge them, judge their strength. Are they actual good claims? Do they have a point? So remember, try to ace your answers. Answer, cite, explain. And then cite again and explain again. That's the best way to tackle short responses. And that's all she wrote, folks. I'll see you next time.